Hey everyone! Hey Wellness Crew, and welcome to today's live stream. I am so glad that you're here to join me today. I'm just getting set up for the live chat. If I can. There we go. So it's just going to be a really chill yoga flow. We're not going to do anything. Woo! Okay. Got a little dizzy real quick. I have POTS, so sometimes going from standing to sitting, I get a little bit lightheaded. So we're going to be doing things that are, pretty simple, pretty basic, doing things slow, not doing anything too crazy today, just kind of flowing with our bodies and doing things that are going to be helpful when it comes to a little more relaxation, a little more, yes, still trying to get flexy, still trying to build strength like always, but just kind of slowing down and aiming for relaxation. So we're going to begin standing up. We're going to bring our hands up overhead. Nice deep breath. And you may see me modifying some poses just so that way I don't get that dizzy feeling. It'll usually clear up. It just happens sometimes. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to lean to our right. Trying to slow our breath down. Coming back to center. And then we're going to go ahead and lean to the left. We're going to come back to center. We're going to go ahead and get into warrior two. So we're going to have our right leg, our knee is going to be bent, our back leg is going to be straight. We're going to bring our arms parallel to the floor. Really reaching with those arms forward and back. Connecting with our breath. We're going to go ahead and straighten out that right leg. We're going to bring that right palm to the ground and have our left arm straight above us for side angle. We're going to go ahead and relax that arm. We're going to bring that right foot to have our toe facing forward. So that way we can come into a wide-legged forward fold. Just breathing nice and deep.
Today is all about being chill and just relaxing. Not worrying about the perfect pose, not worrying about anything like that. Just doing what feels right for your body in the moment. Now we're going to turn that left foot out. We're going to go ahead and bring our left arm to the inside of our left foot. We're going to raise that right arm straight overhead. Really reach with that upper arm if you can. We're going to go ahead, we're going to bend that left knee, coming into warrior two, bringing those arms parallel to the ground. And relaxing those arms, we're going to go ahead, step together, raising those arms up, breathing in. We're going to go ahead and lean to our right hand side. Coming back to center. And we're going to lean to our left. Coming back to center. All right, so let's go ahead and do a few sun salutations. And I do have live chat on and open, so I will definitely try to pay attention if anybody does want to participate in live chat. Again, we're just kind of chilling today. Nothing is super set in stone. We're just going to be flowing with however the energy is today. So raising our arms up overhead. Swan diving into a forward fold. Walking our hands forward into plank. Aw, thank you so much for the likes, guys. I appreciate y'all so much. Bending at the elbows for hovering. So only the palms of our hands, the balls of our feet, and our toes are in contact with the mat, nothing else. Coming forward for upward facing dog. Rolling our shoulders down and back. Now we're going to push back. We're going to open up our knees. We're going to push our bottoms back to be on top of our heels. And we're going to have our hands spread, our palms on the mat. We're going to bring our forehead to the mat. And just take a few deep breaths. We're going to go ahead and get into downward facing dog. Relaxing the neck. I often forget to do that myself. A lot of the cues and stuff that I've developed over my time of having a YouTube channel is often because I myself forget to do that. And so still to this day, I'm still having to cue myself, and that's why I cue y'all. I'm like, yeah, relax the neck. It's like, yeah, Jen, you got to do it too. All right, we're gonna step that right foot forward. The left foot's gonna meet it. Forward fold. And then we're gonna slowly roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae if possible. Okay, so another sun salutation. Raising our arms up overhead. Deep breath. One, diving into a forward fold. Stepping our feet back into plank. Coming into hovering, where again, only the palms of our hands, the balls of our feet, and our toes are in contact with the mat, nothing else. This is great for your chest, your biceps, your triceps, your core. Coming into upward facing dog, rolling those shoulders back and down. This time we're going to come back. We're going to try to bring our hips, let me scoot back a bit. We're going to try to bring our hips over our knees. And we're going to bring our arms forward. We're going to bring our chin to the mat if possible for puppy dog. Going ahead, getting back into downward facing dog. Oh, that was my ankle popping. Walking our hands in towards our feet. Forward fold. And slowly rolling up, vertebrae by vertebrae. All right, awesome. Okay, let's go ahead, just roll our ankles just a little bit. Again, this is a really chill, and our wrists. This is a really chill session today. We're not going to be doing anything crazy. Also because my back's been bothering me a little bit. So we're working around that. And switching legs. And in the mornings, whenever you do wake up, you definitely want to maybe start your day with just doing some ankle and wrist circles, getting that circulation, getting that blood flow into your hands, into your legs before starting your day, especially if you ever get like those tingles and stuff like that. This will definitely help with that. All right, so let's get into a balanced progression. We're going to just start with chair. We're going to have our feet right about underneath our hips. So we're just going to get into chair. We're going to bring our hands right in front of us. We're going to kind of squat down, bending our knees. Really locking in our core, making sure that you feel it tightened up. And then standing back up, bringing the hands into prayer position. You can close your eyes if you like. You can leave them open. Just taking a few deep breaths. And getting back into chair. So extending those arms forward, bending at the knees. Not having our knees go past our toes, just for safety. We definitely want to keep things safe. We want to practice good form as much as we can. And coming back to standing. Bringing our hands back into prayer pose. Now we're going to go ahead and get into that bent knee position just like we did with chair. But we're going to keep our hands in the prayer position. After that, we're going to go ahead, bring our right ankle above our left knee, and we're going to come down like this, okay? But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and come down like this. Challenging our balance just a little bit, or a lot of it. Depends on the day. Every day is a different day, depending on your journey with where you're at, how active you've been, or whatever's going on in your life. It's different for everybody. With my medical conditions, it's definitely different for me every single day. Having an autoimmune disease is like, my balance is going to be definitely different today, so we'll see how it works out. But doing yoga definitely helps.
So I'm a very big yoga proponent. And coming back up. Always making sure that those shoulders are rolled down and back to the best of your ability. A big thing too to help with posture is to almost pretend like you're pushing back some type of force, holding, relaxing, coming back up, slowly pushing back some type of force, some type of weight, holding, keeping that tension and relaxing, and just doing that over and over until you kind of start to feel a little bit burnt out. You want to really work on those posture muscles. I need to work on my posture muscles for sure. I tend to slump. So I need to work on that. All right, so we're going to go ahead, have our hands in prayer position. We're going to bring our right ankle above our left knee, and we're going to squat down with our left leg. When you ground your left foot into your mat, that is the easiest way to maintain balance. Also finding one spot to look at. So right now I am looking directly into hopefully the camera and just like, okay. And coming up, we're gonna do the same thing just on the other side. So bringing the left ankle above the right knee, bending down, or bending the right knee, I should say. Maintain the gaze, maintain that grounding with that right foot. There's really wide windows on the left-hand side, so someone was walking and I was like, wait, what's happening? Did I get a package? And standing up. Good. That was working on balance. We're going to go ahead and get back into downward facing dog. Bringing our knees down and wide. Coming back into child's pose. Really reaching with our hands or palms to the front of our mat.
We're going to go ahead and bend at our elbows and then slowly walk our elbows forward so we can get a nice stretch in our triceps. We'll also feel this in our rib cage. Placing our hands behind our back. You can overlay your hands on top of your spine if you would like. And walking those elbows forward just a little bit more. Bringing that bottom towards your heels. Breathing into your triceps, breathing into your rib cage, really allowing that stretch to open up. Allowing those muscles to just relax and chill. And extending your arms forward. We're going to go ahead. Oh, thank you so much for the like. I appreciate that. Let me move over here. I think I'll have enough space. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and have our bottom in between our feet. Let me move this just in case there's any live chat. Well, didn't mean to do that. The live stream, anything can happen. So we're going to go ahead and come back nice and slow. For some people, you may only be able to get onto your elbows, and the stretch right here may be just fine for you. If that's where you're at, hey, no judgment, by all means, stay right here, because this can be a very intense stretch. This is saddle. If, however, you can go all the way back, then do so. But you can just slowly kind of see by letting your elbows kind of come down, bringing your head down, and then coming onto your back. So we're getting a nice, really deep stretch in our quads. And we're getting a nice stretch in this pelvic area as well. So that's always good. Sometimes we forget what we can use our flexibility for. So think about it. And when we can get our breath down to a certain rhythm, when we can get our breath down to a certain place, when we can almost get ourselves into a meditative space, we can kind of get ourselves into a euphoric space, which I don't always attempt to do with my yoga sessions. A lot of times they're really focused on getting in a little bit of a workout, getting the blood flowing. But today's about relaxing. Today is about just, relaxing the body, relaxing our muscles, lengthening, without really focusing on having an end goal of, oh yeah, I'm gonna get stronger for sure, or oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. No, we're chilling today. And if you find that you have tightness in your hips, if you find that you have tightness in your quads, really focusing your breath on those areas, really breathing into those areas and allowing them to relax for you, really having intention behind that. That is something that can definitely help you release those areas. Our minds are so incredibly powerful. Our intentions are so incredibly powerful. So keeping that in mind. Sometimes some of the stuff I say sounds very like woo woo, but it is accurate. So just using your breath. All right, to slowly get out of this, we're going to go ahead and grab onto our ankles, getting onto our elbows. We're going to elbows back, slowly getting onto our palms. We're going to go ahead and get into a seated position so we can get into happy baby. So we're going to lay down again. We're going to grab at our big toes with our second and third fingers. And we're going to pull our knees into our armpits, basically. Really pushing our spine into the mat. Sometimes I'll even just grab at the balls of my feet with my whole entire hand and just kind of pull down. Which I know that's not the right way to do it, but I have really long arms for my body. Releasing those feet. We're going to go ahead, we're going to extend our left leg. We're going to get our right leg nice and straight. We're going to pull behind underneath our right knee. We're going to have our fingers interlaced behind that right thigh. If you can, if you want to, you can also grab a little bit higher. I like to flex and point my toes. While I'm doing this, because it just really gives a different stretch. You're hitting different areas of your leg muscles. And relaxing that leg, extending it out, going ahead and bringing that left leg up, interlacing your finger behind that left thigh. Taking a nice deep breath. If you can go higher, by all means. and relaxing that leg. We're going to reach up above our heads. As high as we possibly can. We're going to bring our knees towards our chest. We're going to bring our arms down. We're going to hug our legs. And we're going to rock right to left. You may hear some pops in your spine. That's perfectly normal. And that's it. That is a very chill, very relaxing yoga sequence for today. So thank you so much for joining me for today's live stream. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and or join one of the membership tiers as it is popping off with content. And I will see you on the next video or live stream. Be well, stay wild as well.